Hey, Dr. Pierce, this is Rodney Cox, getting ready to do my induction plan. I'm on crutches, had surgery about a week ago, so I just wanted to let you know I'm not just sitting, surgery. So, to start my induction, we're going to be looking at a few key points, and those key points are recruiting, hiring, and placing new teachers within the school, providing site orientations and resource assistance, managing the school environment, building relationships between principals and teachers, fostering instructional development through formative assessments, and providing formative and summative evaluations throughout the year. And so when you look at the induction plan, you have to understand that you have a beginning, a middle, and also a closing. And so with that, I think it's good that you're going to see a lot of things correlate, but I'm going to try my best to divide so you know what's the beginning, the middle, and the end. And so with the beginning, I think it's best to start with the providing site orientation and resource assistance. And when I say providing site orientation, I'm talking about welcoming the new teachers to the building and helping them get to understand and know the building better. Because as a first year teacher, I didn't know my building. When I was called that I needed to be at J Hall or G Hall, K Hall, I didn't know where these places were. And so for my teachers, I want them to know the school just in case it's an emergency, right? Like they know the back of their hand. And so a part of doing this and also getting my new teachers acclimated to their mentors in the beginning, that first week before our kids even get there, is making sure that my teachers are having fun while also working with their mentors without even knowing it. And so we're gonna have our new teachers do personality tests, and through those personality tests, I'm going to put it in groups, and through those groups we're gonna pull, and my new teachers and my veteran teachers are going to be selected like that. And from there, in the beginning, I'm gonna let my new teachers know the rules and the regulations. Same thing for my new teachers. And through this PD, we're gonna call it a scavenger hunt. And through the scavenger hunt, it's gonna be certain things about the building that, you know, a new teacher wouldn't know. And it's gonna be some of the code names that we have and secret names that we're gonna have and places throughout the school that my veteran teacher, beginning, although through fun, they have to already begin to lead the new teacher throughout the day. And the new teacher has to have that ability to learn, to sit and listen while also picking up on things, because towards the end of the professional development with the scavenger hunt, the tables are gonna turn, and now my new teacher has to go back through and take the veteran teacher through some of the same places that they just taught to make sure that they listen and they caught up on some of the things. And so it's going to be a different dynamic for both, for the new teacher to learn and then take what they learn and taught to make sure that the mentor teacher has an understanding of how they learn and how they take in information. And so I feel like things like that are very important, because with teachers, we usually keep everything within the box and we don't think outside of the box, and everything we do professional development is focused on, you know, school, which is a good thing. But we also want to be able to allow our teachers to have fun while thinking outside of the box, while also learning and teaching. And so these are some of the things that we're going to be doing at the beginning with our professional development and getting my new teachers acclimated with the veteran teachers. And so with that, as we said, the resource assistance, this is also policies and procedures, and that comes with also with the scavenger hunt. The scavenger hunt is going to list, you know, if you're in this hall, where do you go when you have this fire drill? And the veteran teacher has to take, you know, the new teacher to all of these places. And so what we're doing with the scavenger hunt is listing everything that, you know, you can think about when it comes to where our places at in the school, policies and procedures, resources and supplies, all these places that you have to go, principal office, you know, counselors, nurse, library. Like, when you got to get to these places, and they're very important, these new teachers coming in, hopefully they're gonna know, right? And we'll say that we've had that ability to show them and then go back over the answers of what they received when they're teaching the veteran teacher, to make sure that they have all of the information. And going towards that, once we finish that up, I want to do a professional development with just my new teachers only, going over some of the things that they're struggling with coming in, having questions about, expectations on how we're going to manage the school environment, letting them know the rules, also allowing them to ask questions. The reason that I want to separate the veteran teachers from that is because I don't want my new teachers to feel intimidated. I don't want them to feel like you have to know all the answers and everybody that's there knows the answers already. And so I want them to be comfortable within this situation. And so that is the reason for separating the veteran teachers and allowing my new teachers to come in. Because I remember as a first year teacher, they would have principals, administration staff would have questions, and when we got ready to answer, you could hear the sighs, like basically saying that they already knew, and this stopped a lot of people from asking questions. And so I want to separate that from the PDs with my new teachers and allowing them to have that time just by themselves to answer these questions. And so these are the things that are going to be going on in the beginning of the year. And with the evaluations, I'm going to let my new teachers know that they're going to have 2 visits. Both of those visits are going to come from me as administrator. One is going to be just to come in, see how they're doing, making sure we have constant communication. And then the next one is I'm going to come in, observe, and post that so they can see some of the things that they're doing good and some of the things that they need help with. And from there, I don't want to include the veteran teacher coming in and observing just yet, because I don't want my new teacher to be intimidated. I feel like this is something that we're going to move to in the middle of the year. Once we get to the middle of the year and my new teacher has got acclimated, I'm going to allow the veteran teacher to come in. So in the beginning, the new teacher is going to go in and observe the veteran teacher. I think the new teacher should have that privilege of taking their time to see somebody that's seasoned and doing things right, and kind of get a feel of how the classroom is supposed to go, class management, and see how it is, at our school, within our culture and that atmosphere. And so from there, after I visited a couple of times and my new teacher has went to the veteran teacher classroom and monitored that classroom, I feel like from there they should be able to put those things together, and then by the middle of the year begin to start teaching. So now the veteran teacher has that ability to come in, see some of the things that they're doing, right, and make those corrections as we go. And now as we're heading to the middle of the year, now I want to bring the new teacher and the veteran teacher together and send them off to do professional development together. And that professional development is going to be built around team building, so they have that ability to be able to count on one another, right? I want them to be able to find that support, being able to lean on one another, whether it be in the classroom or out of the classroom. And I want to let them know it doesn't always have to be outside of the classroom. I understand people like to keep it in school, and that's fine with me. But I just want them to be able to be comfortable, don't feel intimidated. And then coming from there, the meetings are going to start to be more frequent. At the beginning of the year, we're going to start with once a month. And then as we go from the middle of the year and they've got acclimated and getting into it, I want them to start going twice a month, just so we get the feel, we get them. And I know some would think that you want to do 2 first and then come down to 1, but I just want I'm going to be coming in to visit. The new teacher's going to be going to mentor, so I don't want to have them too much material. So that's the reason we're going with 1 and then moving up to 2. And then as we go down towards the end of the year, we're going to go back to meeting once and making sure that we still, whenever the new teacher wants to go and observe, she can go observe. And anytime the veteran teacher wants to take her plan and go and observe the new teacher, she can also do that. Or if they want to go into other classrooms to try to find new things, right? Find new things and different professional developments that they want to, they're gonna have that. And I'm just going to make sure that as administrator that I provide the opportunities for the new teacher and the veteran teacher to be able to work together and do things in school and outside of the school, whether it be professional development or just going out to bond, making sure that we have that time, and also connecting with me. I feel like I have to be that centerpiece, making sure that we keep everything close and knitted. But that is the beginning, middle, and end. Thank you.